Hello and welcome back to my book talks. Today we'll be discussing the book that I have decided to start reading. The other day I posted a video suggesting which one, and on my TikTok I got a reply auto saying I should go with Dark Romance. So I am. So the book I'll be reading now is My Dark Romeo. Honestly, I love retellings of stories. My favourite book from last year was Enemies to Lovers, which was a retelling of Pride and Prejudice in like a musical theatre setting. And what I love about that is because it has musical theatre in it, because I am an ex-theatre kid. And on the topic of theatre, My Dark Romeo is giving me the vibes of Anne Juliet, where she is a bus queen and she lives on and Romeo dies, which is honestly iconic cover. But anyway, let's get into My Dark Romeo. First, we're going to discuss some of the genres that are in it, because I always like to start off there to give a baseline level of what I will be reading, which is a romance, specifically a dark romance and a contemporary. It's an enemies to lovers, a fantasy, billionaire romance, and an adult. When it says adult, that means if you're not over the age of 18, you probably shouldn't read it, because it will have adult topics in that you may find uncomfortable and may not like. So please, if you're watching this video and you're compelled to read a book, please read responsibly if you're under 18. I can't tell you not or to read a book, but I'm advising you not to if you're under the age of 18, because people tend to see book reviews and go, oh, I'll read that, without being fully aware of the content inside of it. Anyway, my main hope for this book is one, that they change the age gap situation in Romeo and Juliet. If you're not aware, in the original Romeo and Juliet, Juliet is 13 and Romeo is 16, and it always gives me the heebie-jeebies whenever I read it. So I'm hoping they're both mature adults, or at least 18, or the same age. Please, I can't. Age gaps are already a tricky thing for me, unless they're a vampire and like a 20 to 30-year-old woman. Anything Twilight gives me the heebie-jeebies, even though it's one of my favourite franchises, because Bella was 17 when they met. Edward was really, really not. But anyway, let's get into the blurb of this book. Some Romeos deserve to die. It was supposed to be a harmless kiss, a lavish debut ball, a clandestine moment with a handsome stranger, but unlike his namesake, my Romeo isn't driven by love. He's fueled by revenge. To him, I am a chess piece, leverage, his rival betrothed. To me, he is a man deserving of poison, a dark prince I refuse to marry. He thinks I'll accept my fate? Well, I plan to rewrite it. And in my story, Juliet doesn't die, but Romeo, he perishes. I honestly love this. I love how quick, simple it is. I also love the breakup, because it feels like more Shakespearean, because that is the way Shakespeare would write. Because if you look at the blurb, probably can't see it that well on camera, but it's quite well broken up. And also, can we just take a moment to discuss the cover? Excuse me, look at the artwork on it. I just love the cover, apart from this bit. I hate this bit. If it's a part of the book, just put the sticker on it. Don't for goodness sake ruin the cover by going, oh, a bunch of people on TikTok like it, or da-da-da-da. I don't care. I don't care that my Million Kisses Lancaster Prep collection all are part of that one, and it's from the hit seller A Million Kisses. I know that, that's why I bought the series. But please don't ruin the cover and put the sticker on it, because it annoys the hell out of me. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the reviews and like the average star rating. Let's see. The average reviews for this book is about a 3.8. Most of them being 4 to 5 stars, and a couple lower ones which drag down the ratings. But in general, it seems pretty well received. Apart from that, what I'm gathering from many of the reviews from Goodreads is that mainly people are like, either they really like the changes and like the reinterpretation, or they don't, they wished it was more traditional. Or on some sides, it's just like, I don't really like this type of book. Which is valid, because some people don't like certain things, but by the looks of it, there has a lot of hijinks, humour, which means that I'm hopeful that it's not going to be too like smut heavy, and it's actually going to have a quality writing and backstory will like create the characters. But I will not know until I read the book. But anyway, let's get into some other stuff about the book. So if we crack the first page open, we have a bit about both the authors, because this was a dual read one. I'll maybe read that in a minute. Then obviously the opening page. To all the girls eager to marry a grumpen, tortured billionaire, this one's not for you. I really love that one, because I do not want to marry one. And so I feel like I'll get along with this book. And the best part, it has a soundtrack. And a quote from Juliet and Romeo. Oh, Romeo and Juliet, not Juliet and Romeo, so it should really be called that. This was a kiss, I die. Brilliant. The end of the play, basically. But let's see. You have, the soundtrack is Beauty School Dropout. Okay. Right. You have Star Sucker, Beauty School Dropout, Heartbreak, Honeymoons, Mad Ties, I'm Not Sorry, Dean and Eric Belsinger, Love Me, Lover Like Me, CL, Take What You Want, One OK Rock featuring 5 Seconds of Summer, beautiful song by the way, Favorite Crime, Olivia Rodrigo, We Made Plans and God Laugh, Beautiful School Dropout, Wedding Dress, can't pronounce that word, Strawberry and Wine, Easy, Endgame, Habits, brackets My Love, Control, Born Without a Heart, The Happiest Girl, Crush, Ocean and Engines, Circle Man Mai, I think it's like Italian, I don't know, I barely speak English, I can't do other languages honestly. Lay Your Heart on Me, Time, Die for You, Bonnie and Clyde, and that is all of it. It also comes with a prologue, and honestly, I'm excited to read. If you're wanting to see me read it or like give updates of where I am on like kind of a frequent basis, please comment below. Also, if you've read it, please tell me your opinions on it, so when I read it, I can compare and see how I compared about other people. And if you have any suggestions for what I should do whilst I'm reading it, let me know. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and go read a book.